Week 22, is it? You're facing this way, bro. Okay, so we covered this in week 1, the basic version of the S-mount armbar. We're going to add a wee bit of Lachlan Giles' magic dust on that. So obviously recapping, if I want to armbar Frankie's right arm, I have to get his elbow past the center line. That's basically impossible. He's T-Rex in his hands. So what we covered last time was I'm going to attack the far arm with an Americana. I can push it down. Maybe Frankie will reach across with his hand to defend. That gives me the profile. I slide my knee up as far behind his head as possible. Sometimes you just get people that won't react to that. Okay. Another thing about doing this is the minute I get to there and I start to slide my knee up, Frankie can shoulder walk, and now he's got his profile back. So Lachlan Giles' detail is difficult to push his left arm to the mat with one arm, but if I make a monkey grip and glue my right elbow to my hip, the minute I lift my knees, I can push that to the mat because I'm putting all my weight, just weight distribution, putting all my weight into my right arm here. And now I need my other hand on the mat for base, so once I push, now my knees are light, I can slide them into that position. But how do we deal with the shoulder walk? And also from that position, anytime I come up to here, Frankie can start doing elbow knee. He needs this left arm, if that makes sense. So we're going to pin it. So we grab with one hand, I glue this to my body. Once I'm in that position there, all I'm going to do is my left hand comes around for the crossface, and I'm going to grab underneath his armpit from here. Now I bring my elbow into my body, don't let me push your hand to the mat, and I just do this. Okay. Now from there, now I'm sliding my knee up. There's the open elbow. Now I've got Frankie's head off the mat. Try and shoulder walk, bro. It's just not going to happen. That's the detail. Keep his head off the mat. But now the problem is when I walk my foot up, how do I get it underneath his armpit? I just switch grips and lift it up. And now heel toe, and now I clamp. So now my right heel is in line with my left knee. Try and move your head that way, bro. Notice the open elbow. So from there, I just pull this out. Hand comes in and grab my hip, and I post my hand on the mat. Try to move your head away, bro. Doesn't matter. This comes over, and I just sit back and we're into the arm bar. If he makes his grips, we've covered all this. Yeah. I can get his elbow and his wrist in a different line. And we're in. Let's look at that again, bro. There's a lot in that. Just maybe move back a wee bit there. Perfect. Yeah. So we want to get the arm bar on his right arm, okay? I just make a thumbless grip on his wrist, connect my elbow to my hip, hug his head, grab his armpit, and physically lift my knees off the mat. Don't let me push. My whole weight is going into that wrist. Now again, he's going to be defending by sort of leaning that way a little bit, and that gives me the open elbow. So now I just slide my knee up, and now I've got an open elbow on his right arm. Try to shoulder walk, bro. Just by keeping his head off the mat. Can he do elbow knee? No, because I'm controlling it with one hand. But that becomes two hands. And then I find his wrist, his elbow, and I pull it up, and then it just drops straight into S-mount. He's carrying my weight. Okay, now from there, find the hip, hand goes in the mat. If the arm's open from here, I can just finish from there. More than likely, Frankie's going to go hand to hand there. So now we just come into this, and now we're back into our whole game. So we already talked about from that position, I can push in his elbow. And now we have the arm bar. That's my arm bar in a nutshell. Possibly. Let's try that.